Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call to order the regular monthly meeting of the Houston County Board of Education for February 9th, 2021. I'd like to ask every one of us to silence our cell phones, and after which we will have a moment of silence. And after the moment of silence, we will ask Brian to lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have a visitor with us today. We're going to ask Dr. Scott if he will introduce our visitor.
Yeah, from the Chamber of Commerce today, we have Jay Flesher, and I don't know, Jay, who you have with you today, but we want to introduce him, and then he has a presentation for our board. So, Jay? Yep.
Good afternoon, you guys. Jay Flesher with Flint Energies, but today I'm representing the Roberts Regional Chamber Board. This is Shane Gottwall. You guys know that I was the board chair for last year, and Shane graciously accepted to be the chair coming in this year. So he's taking the gavel, and we passed that along this past week. So he's off to a running start. You know, being the chair of the chamber is a very important part of what our community did this past year, because of all the craziness that took place in both the business community, but also in the community at large. And we're just here today to say thank you to this board for being a leader in making our community a better place. Shane, would you like to go through what we have for them today?
I'll be very brief, but we've got a special recognition, as Jay was saying, and I want to make it clear what this is all about and just appreciate openly what y'all have done. The Cheryl Stafford Government Service Award was established in memory of former Houston County Commission Chairman and former Mayor of the City of Centerville, Mr. Cheryl Stafford. Historically, it has been presented to the community's most outstanding elected or appointed employee of a governmental agency. The award recognizes exceptional service in the performance of duty. Intended for individual recognition, the previous recipients of this award include some of the most notable names in the history of Houston County, and this year's recipient is worthy to be included in their company. While we saw many individuals and government agencies step up in a big way in the face of the uncertainty presented in 2020 to keep our community healthy and safe, the most notable and immediate response was led by our very own Houston County Board of Education. Under the leadership of Dr. Mark Scott, Mr. Fred Wilson, and the entire Board of Education, the Houston County school system has been a model for systems across the country on how to implement safety measures and provide necessary resources to continue providing quality education to the children of our community. We just happen to be Forbes #1, best place to work for. So that's good too. So appreciate everything y'all do. Dr. Scott and Mr. Wilson, y'all mind coming up here for a photo to present this award.
So we have a camera over here that we'd like to have taken with. So if we can be focused to that way.
You get Craig, come on in right here.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do one more. Sorry.
Maybe.
Flip it out over here. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Ready? 1 more. One last one. Thanks so much.
Not only that, this week we also happen to receive, through some of our great partners at the Chamber, 2 items to our educational foundation that we want to present to you guys. These are 2 laptop computers from Kinetics by Windstream. Again, they donated to the Chamber Foundation, Educational Foundation, but we wanted to put them in a place where the environment that we use the best.
Well, thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. Appreciate Windstream support. of the district. Thank you. Shane's also one of our big sponsors, and appreciate his contributions to our teachers over the years in the form of books, so appreciate that. Thank you.
I'll make sure our student gets this because they will utilize it much better than me.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, board members, everybody else. Thank you. The next item on our agenda is to adopt the agenda. Ms. Hughes.
Yes, thank you, Chairman Olson. I move that we adopt our agenda as presented.
So moved. Second.
It has been motion and second that we adopt the agenda as presented. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you very much. Minutes, approve the minutes from the previous meeting, Ms. Hughes.
Yes, I also move to approve our minutes from our previous meetings. Second.
It has been motion and second that we approve the minutes from our previous meetings. All in favor of the motion, please show by hand. Thank you. Our board member comments. Any of our board members have any comments you'd like to share?
Yeah, I'd like to share just a minute about, this weekend's been a tough weekend. We lost 2 board members. One of them happens to teach with my wife, Ms. Lescavar, and she was a very well-respected member of the school and the community, and we're going to miss her. I just wanted to shout out to her family and say that we've been praying for them, and family at King's Chapel. It's been tough on the teachers and the kids, and just keep them in your prayers and thoughts for the next few weeks.
Any other board member comments? If not, I'd like to share a few comments with you that this past week, or last Tuesday specifically, I attended the Georgia School Board Association, GSBA board chair workshop, and I'll tell you, it was very good, and I got a chance again in listening to other board members throughout the state, and listening to them and all the good things that are going on in their systems, and then some of the challenges that they are facing. I must say that board members and others, many of the challenges they are facing, we are not facing those, even though we have our own, but they're being handled very well and being managed very well by our leaders. So I was glad to hear that and glad to see that and listen to what they have to say, and I'm very appreciative of you guys and everything you're doing as board members to be a part of this board. The title of the overall conference was Leading Leaders. Board chairs, as a leader, leading leaders. And it was very, very informative. It was very good. And just a couple of the things that we went over. One was school law, which was presented by Mr. Phil Hartley from GSBA Council. Also, effective governors and the role of the board chair. They shared some things there that the different board chairs at the conference there were sharing with us, and it was very, very good. And then they gave us a legislative update on all the things that are going on or have been going on and have been accomplished there at the legislative level. And they shared with us Capitol Watch for all board members. And effective communication, that was one of the things that was emphasized, that a board chair should be more of a listener than anything else. That is, once we listen to what is being said, whether it's by a board member, superintendent, others, we learn and then we can share that across the system. So that was a good topic there, effective communication. And then we had a board chair panel discussion where the small system, medium system, and large system winners from last year shared some of their best practices. And in many of the practices that they shared with us at this training session, I said, yep, we're already doing that, we're working on that, we're doing that, we've already accomplished that. So this was a very good time for myself and other board chairs to come together and share with all the things, great education that's going on within their system, going on here in Houston County. So again, I appreciate the opportunity to go and by Zoom to listen to all the things that are happening in the state of Georgia in the field of education. Thank you. Any other comment, board members? If not, Dr. Scott.
Yes, sir, thank you. We have an opportunity today to celebrate some awards. And I want to start with our community relations team that was recognized by the Georgia School Public Relations Association on January the 28th during a virtual award ceremony. I'm proud to say that our district won 12 state awards for 8 entries submitted for 5 categories. Our team won 4 Best in Category awards, more than any district in Georgia. They were also awarded 8 gold awards and the only district to win all gold among the districts that submitted at least 2 entries. Since 2006, our district's Community Relations Department has won a total of 93 state awards. Congratulations to Beth McLaughlin, her teammates Jana Bird and Kimberly Wetzel. Congratulations, Beth, job well done. A team of Houston County High students has been awarded first place in the Congressional App Challenge for the 8th Congressional District. The students were honored yesterday by Congressman Austin Scott for creating an original app. Congratulations to the 4-member team on this award for their app that tracks PBIS points at their school. And I want to congratulate them. They make up only 3 teams from Georgia to win an award, and this is the school's 3rd year in a row to win that challenge. And 2 of the young men on that team were prior winners, and so bright futures ahead for those young men, and we certainly congratulate them on those achievements. Kings Chapel students won state essay contest. 3rd graders at Kings Chapel each won an award in the state fire and life safety essay contest. Of 119 essays submitted by students in grades K through 5, only 15 students across Georgia were named winners. Congratulations to our students for winning 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place for 3rd grade. Awesome job at Kings Chapel. Also, we have the 1-act plays, Region 1-act. Our schools had great success. Houston County High, Perry High, Warner Robins High all won their Regional 1-act and advanced to the state. Northside High and Veterans High won 2nd place at the region. So all 5 of our schools had students to win individual awards. The state will be held this Saturday, next Saturday, February 13th and February 20th. If you get a chance to see any of the performance, I know that you'll enjoy those shows. Also, cheerleading, congratulations to 3 of our high schools for advancing to state in cheerleading. Houston County High won 1st place in Region 1-6A, while Veterans and Perry placed 2nd for their regions 1-5A and 4-4A respectively. We wish all 3 of those schools the best as they compete at state on the 15th and 16th of this month over in Macon. This month is Career Technical and Agricultural Education Month. CTA prepares students for the next step after high school, whether they go to college, begin a career, or join the military. Our Houston County Career Academy principal, Mrs. Phelps, has given each of our board and executive cabinet members a mask that we can wear to show our support for CTAE. Thank you to Ms. Phelps and Houston County Career Academy for these masks. We greatly appreciate that. And I particularly appreciate that it's a larger size, so I don't have to always wear a Perry mask, but some of the schools give me a hard time about that. But anyway, no disrespect to Perry High School. School Counseling Week was observed across the nation last week, February the 1st to February the 5th. Our counselors contributed greatly to the creating safe learning environments and helping our students to realize their full potential. Our district employs 60 school counselors, and I want to thank each and every one of them for their contributions towards student success. They're an integral part of what we do, and we certainly appreciate them. This year is a little different, everyone knows, and our annual teacher recruitment fair will be held virtually this year, beginning February the 24th at 4 p.m. Teachers seeking employment are invited to explore our newly created virtual platform on Land the Job You Love webpage as of the kickoff on February the 24th. Each of our 39 schools has created a presentation to showcase their campus's unique culture. A video introduces the principal, and there are testimonials by teachers and students so the candidates get a true sense of the school. After visiting, the virtual fair candidates are invited to apply online, to include submitting a short video to introduce themselves to the principal and other lead administrators. We're excited about our recruitment fair and experience we are offering our candidates, and we're confident that we will find and hire the very best teachers for our students. On February the 16th, next Tuesday, Mr. Brian Upshaw will turn a year older. We'll celebrate his birthday. So happy birthday a week early to Mr. Upshaw. And in conclusion, this coming Monday, February the 15th, our schools will be closed for President's Day. Students will also be off on the 16th during our System and Site Collaboration Day, and I hope that everyone enjoys the long weekend. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Stubbs. Going to our department reports, when we had our work session last evening, we reviewed the department reports and all of the ones that are listed there. Does any board member have any comments or additional on any of these reports? Thank you. Going into new business, our financial report was shared with us last night. Does anyone have any comments or questions? If not, Dave, can you give us a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the December 2020 financial reports as presented.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the December 2020 financial report. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Our purchasing report, Rick.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the purchasing report as presented.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the purchasing report for February 2021 in the amount of $2,680,835.45. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. One-time allotment for schools for FY 2021. Brian.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the request to amend the fiscal year 2021 general budget to provide all schools a one-time allotment to help offset decreased fundraising due to COVID. Financial impact is $1,599,383.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the one-time allotment for all schools for 2021 in the amount as stated. Any comments from board members? All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Bus purchases. Hope.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to first recommend that we approve the request to buy school buses. That'll be 15 Type D buses, 84 passenger, 16 Type C, 77 passenger, and 3 Type C, 54 passengers, for the total financial impact of $3,994,100.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the bus purchase, a total of 34, in the amount of $3,994,100. Any comment? All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. House and County right-of-way and easements for SR State Road 127. Lori.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the House and County right-of-way and easement for State Route 127.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the House and County right-of-way and easement for State Route 127. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is the personnel report. Ms. Hughes.
Yes, I move to approve the certified and classified report for February and the 2,286 certified contract recommendations for fiscal year 22.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the personnel report for February 2021 as stated. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Ms. Hughes, I believe we have a couple more.
Yes, in addition, I move to approve 2 additional contract recommendations for fiscal year 22 for Courtney Flores and Tamala Mara.
Second.
Mr. Chairman, I need to recuse.
Yes, sir.
I need to recuse myself from this vote.
Sure. Thank you.
I need to recuse also, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you. It has been motioned and second that we approve the personnel contract for two of our employees with 2 of our board members recusing themselves from the vote. All others, all in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Aye.
Who seconded that?
I did.
Who
Sorry.
made the motion?
Helen, I did.
Helen,
I'm sorry, I missed.
that's all right? Okay. Thank you very much. The new job description for the registrar. Oh, my apologies. Thank you. We do have two other individual actions. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, one more for me, Mr. Charles. I move to approve the superintendent's recommendation for Dr. Cheryl Thomas for the position of Executive Director for School Operations.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the superintendent's recommendation to appoint Dr. Cheryl Thomas for the position of Executive Director for School Operations. Comment or question? All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the superintendent's recommendation of Ms. Heather Burley for the position of Assistant Principal at Northside High School.
Second. It has been motioned and second that we approve the superintendent's recommendation to appoint Ms. Heather Burley for the position of Assistant Principal for Northside High School. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Now, continue. Thank you very much. The next item on the agenda would be the new job description for registrar. Thank you. David.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve as presented the new job description for registrar. This defines the responsibilities of the ATS clerks at central registration and change their job title to registrar.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the new job description for the registrar and eliminating the ATS clerk from this job description. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Revision job description for the ATS clerk.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the job description revision for ATS clerk, which describes current expectations and removes student registration responsibilities.
Second. It has been motioned and second that we approve the, the job description revision for the ATS clerk to eliminate our registrar's duties. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Job description revision for data analyst. Brian.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the job description revision for data analyst.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the job description revision for the data analyst. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Job description rescission for the analyst data. Lori.
Yes, sir, I'd like to make a motion that we rescind the job description for analyst data because we have reworked it into the revision prior revision.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the rescission or to rescind the job description for the analyst data. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Job description revision for the district level education coach, Hope.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a recommendation that we approve the job description revision, district level education coach as presented so that it aligns with our current practice with Title I requirements.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the job description revision for the district level education coach. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Job description revision for school level education coach. Brian.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the job description revision for school level education coach. The revision aligns current practice with Title I requirements.
Second. It has been motioned and second that we approve the job description revision for school level education coach as described. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Job description rescission for math coach. Rick?
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion that we rescind the job description for math coach.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we rescind the job description for the math coach. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Job description rescission for literacy coach. Dave.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the rescinding of the job description for literacy coach as presented. It aligns current practice with Title I requirements.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the job description rescission for the literacy coach as described. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. And the next item on the agenda will be the natatorium intergovernmental agreement. Hope.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a recommendation that we would enter into intergovernmental agency agreement between Houston County School District, Houston County, and the city of Warner Robins for the new natatorium.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we enter an intergovernmental agreement with the natatorium, with the Houston County School System and Houston County, and with the city of Warner Robins. Any comments on this motion?
I'd like to make a comment. This is just a dream come true for a lot of swimmers and a lot of parents over many, many years. My children are 33 and 36, and they were swimmers. So we swam for 15 years. So, and that was a dream of ours many, many years ago, and there were people that swam before us before that. So this is a great example of how governments, local, county, and the school system can come together and provide a quality atmosphere and facility for our students and for the community. So, good job.
Very good. Well said.
Any other comment from the board? If not, it has been motioned and second that we approve the intergovernmental agreement as stated. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. And the next item on the agenda will be persons who wish to address the board. We have Mr. Rodney Jackson. Sir, if you will come forward to the podium and share with us. And
first of all, I'd like to thank you, Chairman and the Superintendent and the Board for allowing me to address you. I was scheduled to do it on last month, but unfortunately, one of the members of the church that I belong to passed, and they were having a burial at the same time. I was still trying to get down here all the way from Lizetta, so it was kind of hard to get to the meeting at that time, but I was still trying. And again, I thank you for the opportunity to let me speak at this time. And I want to make this brief. I know you probably said only 5 minutes, but I have a lot to say, but I will try to do it within 5 minutes. As you know, one person can make history, and I'm not up here to brag on myself, but in 1996, as far as I was the full-time substitute teacher at Perry Middle School at that time. And during that time, the kids was only using the computer classroom just for playing games. But I instrumented as far as with them using the keyboard, and from that it's kind of like brought off as far as the experience here in Houston County as more technology is concerned. But I'm saying this because the E-Splash, as you all know, it was just called the Splash during that time, the special purpose logo option sales tax. It was trying to get passed, and the first year that it was trying to get passed, 1996, I rejected it as far as I didn't think that it was appropriate as far as I know they're saying that they're doing it for the children, as far as building new schools and trying to change from Perry Middle School, trying to get it out to the end of boondocks of where no one was at, but eventually I know they was trying to do it for getting the population gathered out there. For that reason, I was against it. Now, the next year, 1997, they did pass the East Flush, and they did it more than likely illegally. The superintendent at that time was passing out literature to the children, which was illegal for them to do so, but it went on past. And I'm just saying all of this is that to just get back to the superintendent at that time, he was basically saying it was a quid pro quo for me to maybe try to ask for a job, and he would try to give me a job if I were to, more than likely go for the passing of this East Flush during that time. But it was not. I felt that I was qualified for the job as far as having a master's degree and a bachelor's degree from Fort Valley State College. And just bringing back that to the Fort Valley State College, as far as what is concerned is, I know, like I said, with the education, and I'm trying to get through with this as quick as possible. But anyway, with this book that I was saying, that I wrote, it was more than likely can help, especially during the time of this pandemic. And to go on even further, as far as with the, with my doing so in this community, as far as with the city of Perry, I was the one who brought in the district as far as the getting city councilman elected, black city councilman. We have 2 now. And also with the fairground here in Perry, Georgia, was my idea while I was running for office. And while I was running for office, I know, like I said, many of the whites, they disagreed, and which with the more than likely I couldn't get voted in as for only 1 vote, but trying to get support the many other votes, it was almost impossible. And bring this all back down to you as far as while I'm here today, as far as well, you might well say it is a Black History and 1 minute as far as the attorney that we have here. And I know, like I said, I was on the board as far as the agenda last week was saying that I think that you need to replace the attorney that you have here. As far as, I know he's probably saying he's doing a great job, but I do believe it's conflict of interest that if he's trying to represent the citizen and is not appropriate at what he's doing as far as taking the cases all the way to the Supreme Court with me. And I'm saying now is that I'm very much displeased with his actions, and I think that you, as a board member, should do more to try to get rid of this superintendent, the attorney, and I appreciate you allowing me to have time to speak to you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Those are all the items we have on our agenda at this time, and there's no further business. I need a motion to adjourn.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we adjourn. All in favor of the motion, please put right hand. Thank you. We adjourn.